Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Otheon Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Hoagland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nesset Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land, LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, The City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.
And welcome back in to Game Day Media. We're here to bring you all the live action tonight and the excitement in today's matchup. And whether you're tuning in for the fierce competition on the volleyball court with kills, aces, blocks, or just good volleyball rallies, we're here to provide that in-depth analysis and coverage for you tonight with player spotlights and post-game coaches' comments and players of the games and up-to-the-minute coverage. As always, we're hearing from our coaches, players, and experts to give you the inside scoop of what's happening on and off the court tonight. So sit back and relax. Get ready for an exciting night of volleyball right here on Game Day Media. My name is Randy Peterson, and it's our privilege to be here again tonight at Kurt Hodden Field Court in Ray, North Dakota for another District 16 matchup tonight. It'll be the number 7 ranked team, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, coming in as number 7 in the last media poll that was just released today. Their opponent tonight, the Ray Jays. Ray Jays playing some pretty good volleyball as of late, and we're looking forward to the broadcast here tonight from Kurt Hodden Field Court. My production team, David Peterson, Owen Miller, and James Myers running our cameras and boards tonight. So sit back and relax. When we come back, we'll have our Continental Resources coaches' comments. First up, it'll be the head coach for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, Tim Wallstrom, after this timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit murexpetroleum.com.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
Welcome back into GameDay Media at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. It's time now for our Continental Resources coach's comments on the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Tim Wallstrom of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers volleyball team to talk about their upcoming match this evening with the Ray Jays. And first of all, Coach Wallstrom, thanks for taking time and visiting with us here on GameDay Media.
Oh, you bet.
Your team is on an incredible 10-match winning streak with only dropping one set in those 10 matches to the number one ranked South Prairie Max Royals at the time. What has been the key to maintaining a high level of play throughout this run, Coach?
I think we're just learning to play together. You know, I've got a very senior-dominated team this year, which I think is an advantage, but it also can be a disadvantage because you're trying to play all these different kids. Mm-hmm. And so I think we're finally coming together and playing as a group.
Well, Ray is a pretty tough team in their own right, especially playing them on the home court. What challenges do you expect from the Ray Jays, and how do you plan to counter that attack by the Ray Jays?
You know, I haven't seen them play yet this year. They've been in a tournament with us, but I didn't get a chance to see them play. But I know that they always play very strong defense, and that's something that we're always impressed with, is how hard they work on defense. So we're expecting that out of them. We also know that they're a little bit younger than we are. I think last I heard they only had one or two seniors. So I think that we're hoping that plays to an advantage for us.
You know, you've talked about team chemistry a little bit, the fact that you've got a lot of seniors on your team this year that have kind of set the bar pretty high. I mean, every year it seems like the bar keeps getting higher for the Honkers, and this is no exception with the talent that you have returning from last year's team. Who are some of those players that help solidify that Honker program this year?
Oh, we got 5 of our starters back. Last year, the big issue was that we had lost our setter to an injury early in the year. But she's back, and she's playing very well, and that's a big advantage for us. That's Presley Zeltinger. And then we also have Ann Strokeland, who was All-State last year. There were only 2 girls in the whole state that were juniors that were All-State from the whole western half of the state that were All-State last year. And that was a girl from South Prairie, Trader, and Strokeland from Kenmare. So we expect big things out of her. And, of course, you got Taya Offorth, who plays the other middle for us, is doing a great job. So we're really excited about that.
Well, as a final question, what do you think will be a deciding factor tonight between the Ray Jays and the Honkers on who will come out ahead and take home this District 16 win tonight?
Well, we know it's a disadvantage playing on their court, so we think that's an issue. Always playing on the home court, they seem to have advantage. But again, we're hoping that our experience, having a team that's dominated by seniors plays the key role.
Well, thanks for your time, Coach. You've been listening to 37-year head coach Tim Wallstrom of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers on our Continental Resources coach's comments. And when we come back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk and more of our Border Plains Equipment pregame show, we'll talk with Ray Jays head coach Angie Kincaid after a few words from our great sponsors who help make this all possible here on GameDay Media. Back after this timeout.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Othion Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopothion.com. At Howglen Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at hauglandinsuranceservices.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963.
Welcome back into Game Day Media at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk. It's time again for our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments on our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. I have head coach Angie Kincaid of the Ray Jays volleyball team to talk with me about their upcoming match this evening with the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. And first off, Coach Kincaid, thank you for taking some time today and talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, since you got beat by the Divide County Maroons up in Divide County a week and a half ago to the Divide County Maroons, the Ray Jays have kind of been playing some pretty good volleyball as of late, with the last two regular season wins against Lewis and Clark Berthold, a very good team, as well as shutting out the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers last Thursday evening. So things have turned around a little bit for the Ray Jays.
Yeah, we've started to put some things together and make smarter decisions and stopped beating ourselves, basically.
Well, Kenmare's got a very strong team again this year. What's new, and they always a strong team, it seems, always competitive. And what do you think will be a key for your Ray Jays tonight as you take on the Honkers and try to stay with the Honkers tonight?
As always, again, I think reducing those unforced errors on our side of the net, making sure our hits are in, making sure our serves are in is going to be key. And then I feel like we can play with any of these teams. Kenmare is a tough team. They are very offensive and they attack well. But I think our team has learned that they can be scrappy and keep up with those teams.
One of the things that I've seen out of your Ray Jays in the past couple of weeks that we've broadcast, it seems like your serve has been improving and that you've attacked the ball a lot. And I suppose that is something that you guys have been practicing on, is getting those serves in and also attacking the ball at the net.
Yeah, it is way easier to win games if you're on offense than if you're playing on defense the entire game. So yes, we make a point. We play lots of games at practice that involve attacking. You don't get points unless you win it by attacking. You don't get points based on other teams' errors. So we have to learn how to finish ourselves, and that seems to be effective for us. And then they seem to be able to put things together a little bit better.
One final question. What would a win against Kenmare mean for your team at this point in the season?
Oh boy, a win against Kenmare would be a game changer, I think, not just for us either, but for other teams in their district and region to see that Kenmare is beatable. They are not this invincible monster that everybody thinks they can't come out against them. But they've had a couple losses this year to some teams that we've played with or beat too. So we are really looking forward to this game on Tuesday.
Well, thanks for the time, Coach. You've been listening to head coach Angie Kincaid of the Ray Jays on our Continental Resources Coaches' Comments of our pregame show. We'll be back with the Border Plains Equipment pregame show as we look around the area to see what else is going on in northwest North Dakota from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk after a word from our great sponsors.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Our paths are rarely clear-cut. You may step out of bounds, or even out on your own. No matter what it looks like, your path is personal, and that's what makes it powerful. Brevera Bank, Insurance and Wealth.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the Country Store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the Country Store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The Country Store has been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology. Respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil-filled parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP.
And welcome back into the Border Plains Equipment pregame show. My name is Randy Peterson. Our privilege to be here tonight at Kurt Haddonfield Court with Game Day Media on our featured broadcast tonight of District 16 Girls Volleyball. It'll be the number 7 ranked team, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, taking on the home team on the scoreboard tonight, the Ray Jays. And of course, the Honkers are coached up by 37-year head coach Tim Wallstrom. And a lot of experience there. He seems to just reload after graduating players out each and every year, and this year is no exception. He's got a number of seniors that are playing on this year's team, and they've played a lot of volleyball. They're 15-3, I believe, on the season so far, and they go all over the state as people want to play them and other teams want to play them. That gets them a lot of coverage across the state, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Another area action that's going on tonight, kind of limited tonight, as the Lewis and Clark North Shore Plaza Wildcats are hosting the Divide County Maroons tonight down in North Shore Plaza, and the Trenton Tigers are hosting the Powers Lake Burke Central Ranchers tonight over in Trenton. Trenton receiving some votes in the latest media poll. We're about 3 minutes away from our Northwest Therapy Services opening serve. Our officials tonight are Justin Nelson and Samantha Vedasa. They'll be running the show tonight here in Ray, North Dakota. It'll be the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers taking on the Ray Jays. We'll step aside. We'll come back. And when we come back, it'll be time for our Country Store starting lineups along with our national anthem. Back after this timeout.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch source beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oilfield parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
And as we come back here to Game Day Media, we're glad that you've invited us into your home tonight for this featured volleyball matchup. We're going to be on the road on Thursday night again as we travel to Tioga to take on the Tioga Pirates and the Kenmare Honkers on Thursday night action. We'll finish up the week over in Stanley as the number 3 ranked Velva Drake Anamoose Garrison Aggies in 11A football traveling over to Stanley to take on the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll go on the air at 6:30 with our pregame show. We'll have our Northwest Therapy Services opening kickoff at 7 o'clock over at Lynn Ingot Field in Stanley, North Dakota. Again, my name is Randy Peterson. We're just a few seconds away from our country store starting lineups. And tonight the Blue Jays are wearing their black and red uniforms with white numerals. The Gray Jays, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers are wearing their maroon and white uniforms tonight. As both teams hit the baselines of their respective side of the court tonight, we're going to pause and send it down to our PA announcer as we look at our national anthem here tonight.
Remove headgear, put your right hand over your heart, and sing along for the playing of our national anthem.
Our national anthem played here tonight with our PA announcer Joe Hickle going to be doing our country store starting lineups tonight. We'll follow along with them as they introduce the Honkers tonight, coming into this game with a 15-3 record tonight. By the way, it's Mackenzie Lotvitz's birthday tonight. Want to give her a shout out for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. And so the starting lineup for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, sponsored by the Country Store up in Powers Lake. Ann Strokeland as the outside hitter. She is a senior. She wears number 4, leads the team in kills for the Honkers. Their setter, playing off of an ACL injury last year, is Presley Zeltinger, another senior wearing number 9 tonight. Carson Lotjogger, another senior, a defensive specialist, is a senior wearing number 11. In the middle hitter is a junior, Taya Offworth, wearing number 12 tonight. The libero is number 14, Bria Crest. She is a senior and a defensive specialist libero. And wearing number 18 tonight, an outside opposite middle hitter, is a freshman, number 18, Trista Keeley. And an outside hitter, another senior for head coach Tim Wallstrom, is number 25, Lilibeth Santizo. That's your country store starting lineups for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers tonight as we move over to the Ray Jays tonight with their starting lineup. They're coached up by third-year head coach Angie Kincaid, assisted by Mandy Knox and Courtney Olson. And your Ray Jays go this way on your country store starting lineups. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. That's the country store up in Powers Lake, North Dakota. Starting tonight, a setter outside hitter, Avery Larson, a junior, wearing number 1 tonight. Number 3 is a freshman middle blocker, middle hitter, Brooklyn Edwards. He is a freshman. Wearing number 5 tonight, a sophomore setter, outside hitter, Brindley Kincaid. Junior Maya Knox leads the team in kills, a junior middle blocker, middle hitter, number 7, Maya Knox. The libero tonight, wearing number 8, is a junior. She is a defensive specialist also. That's Abby Olson. Number 11, Caden Sargent, a junior opposite hitter, middle hitter, wears number 11. She is a junior. And number 12 gets the start tonight. She is Ava Long, a sophomore, outside hitter, defensive specialist. And that's your country store starting lineups tonight. Again, our officials tonight are Justin Nelson and Samantha Vedasa. So both teams at center court as we have the opening handshake by both teams. Sign of good sportsmanship here tonight. We're about ready to go. Again, my name is Randy Peterson. Samantha Vedas is in the chair tonight. Our official Justin Nelson is on the floor tonight. And we're glad to have you on board tonight with GameDay Media. Again, our first of 3 coverage games of this week will be in Tioga on Thursday, and it'll be featuring the Tioga Pirates against these same Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, and we'll finish up the week over in Stanley with the Velva DAG Aggies against the Stanley Blue Jays. You can find us on our GameDay Media channel at GameDay Media ND, all one word. Search us out. Make sure you give us a thumbs up every once in a while. We'd appreciate that. Share and like us. And let your friends and family know that we're on the air here tonight. You can also find us on our Facebook page at GameDay Media. You can subscribe and follow us. There's no cost to do either on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. So make sure you join the growing list of subscribers on our YouTube channel and enable all the notifications. First point goes on the service error by the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Ray out to a quick 1-0 lead. We're high atop the Kurt Hodden Field Court at the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk as Taya Offworth with the kill for the Ray Jays, or for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Offworth goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row and puts the first serve in, and here's a set back to Sargent. She goes cross court. Here's Zeltinger with the set. And the spike by Strokeland is a little bit too deep as the Ray Jays put another point on the board. They're up on your NCC scoreboard 2-1 as Caden Sargent. Last time we were on the air, Caden Sargent was our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. The southpaw puts the ball in play, and now she moves it to the front row. Here's a set to the middle. Knox with the big swing, and that one's too deep. And we're all tied up at 2-2. Again, my name is Randy Peterson. If you're just joining us here on GameDay Media, let your friends and family know. We certainly encourage you to come out and support everybody in the stands. But if you can't make it, we're glad that we're giving you an option here as Mackenzie Lotbeat, the birthday girl, comes in to serve here tonight. As our first substitution takes place tonight, Lotbeat is serving. There's a big dig by Bria Crest as the Ray Jays, and the point goes to the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers on a great dig by Bria Crest, the libero tonight. She wears the white uniform for the Honkers. There's a short serve dug out there by diving. There's a kill by Maya Knox. There's a ace for the Brindley Kincaid. Brindley with her first ace here tonight. Brindley with the jump serve. Knuckleball comes across. Here is Strokeland on the outside, dug out by Kincaid. She'll bring it across with the free ball. Well placed by Kincaid, covered there by the Honkers. Ava Long passes it over to Avery Larson, who pushes it across. From the middle, a kill attempt by Strokeland is wide. Another point on the board for the Ray Jays. It's 5-3 in favor of the Jays on your NCC scoreboard. Here's a back set to Strokeland. And Strokeland puts it down for the kill, her first of the night, as we look at our RTC instant replay. Up front, here's Ava Long pushing it over, dug out there by Strokeland. Now to the middle, it's going to be Trista Healy trying to put it across. And the point goes to the Ray Jays. Kind of some confusion there for a little bit, but it was finally determined that the Ray Jays come up with the point. Jays up by 2, 6-4. As number 22, Madeline Saylor checks in for head coach Tim Wallstrom. Maya Knox with the serve. Slapped over by the Honkers. Now here's a set on the outside. Santizo goes along the line for the kill. Her first of the night. There is an ace by the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers as Crest, her first one of the night. Crest with the service there puts another point on the board for the Ray Jays as she serves it into the net. Caden Sargent will check in for Sailor Bothy. She plays the front row, and so it'll be Avery Larson going back to server's row. That's an ace for Avery Larson. Just hitting the line there. It's a 2-point lead for the Ray Jays. Another hard serve by Larson, just clears the net. Santizo goes cross court, dug out there by Larson, pushed across by the Jays. And now Offworth tries to bring it home, but dug out by the Jays. Back on the Honker side. Here's Offworth again, swinging it into the net. And that's a point on the board again for the Ray Jays. They're up by a score of 9-6. Larson with another big serve, goes to the back row. Well placed there by Presley Zeltinger, and Zeltinger puts a point on the board for the Honkers. They're down by 2, 9-7. Here in set number 1. This is a best of 5 match here tonight. District 16 girls volleyball. My name is Randy Peterson. Glad to have you on board with GameDay Media. Trying to hit 2,000 subscribers, so make sure you tell your friends and family. If you haven't subscribed, there's not a whole lot to it, but we encourage you to do that as we're trying to get up over 2,000 subscribers before basketball season starts. Enable all those notifications. And we're also glad to have KTGO 1090 AM and 92.7 FM on the broadcast tonight, as the push by Sargent is too deep. And just like that, we're all tied up on your NCC scoreboard. If you're looking for good conservative talk show radio, download that free KTGO mobile app. From the middle, Brooklyn Edwards brings it across. As Offworth with the kill. Offworth with another kill, her second of the night. Santizo back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. The Jays caught the Honkers sleeping. And it's all tied up 10-10 here in set number 1. Going backwards, it'll be an ace for the Ray Jays by Ava Long. Long with the big serve, a diving Honkers. Offworth tries to put it down. Pushed across, now Zeltinger pops it back row, and now cross court. They come with number 11, Carson Lautenschlager, as the point goes to the Honkers. Strokeland will come back in, replacing number 22, Madeline Saylor, for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, as Tim Wallstrom's all tied up here at 11-11. There is big serve there, big kill, another one on the board for Ann Strokeland, her second of the night. Back to live action here. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Jays. The Honkers now have come back with consecutive points. They're up 13-11. And there is a miscommunication by the Ray Jays as they let the ball hit the floor. 14-11. Another point on the board for Kenmare as the Honkers continue to serve. Presley Zeltinger at server's row. On the outside, Kincaid brings it across. And Strokeland goes to the corner, but Larson there for the Jays. Back set to Abby Olson, and Abby puts it down for the point for the Ray Jays. Back to live action. Blocked at the net. Well placed by Maya Knox. And a point on the board on the kill for Knox, her second of the night. There's a tip by the Honkers, but the Honkers unable to come away with it and keep it alive. So another point on the board as the Ray Jays climb within one as Edwards continues to serve. Goes to the back row, pushed across by Offworth from the middle. How's a back set as kind of a tweener set by Long. It falls in between Kincaid and Maya Knox. So the Honkers with another point. Offworth. Here's a set up to Strokeland, and Strokeland off the arms. Strokeland with the kill tonight from the middle. Three kills for Ann Strokeland tonight as Taya Offworth goes back to serve again from the Service Valley Dental Group server's row. Low serve to the net as Sargent tries to put it home, but it's too deep. And the Honkers with a lead of 3, 17-14. Here in set number 1. Again, this is a best of, now they have their, we have a live mention. We want to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club coming on board with us this season to promote the Outlaws and the Ranchers and everything that they do over at Powers Lake. 18-14. The Honkers with the lead. Kincaid tips it across, finds the open spot. That is a point on the board for the Ray Jays. Caden Sargent with the serve, jump serve, and she serves it on a service error. Honkers 6 points away from claiming set number 1. I don't know that they've lost but one set in the last 10 matches that they've played. And that was to South Prairie, who was number 1 at the time that the two teams played, as the Honkers upset the Royals 3-1. And there's a block at the net by the Honkers. Maya brings it across. Well placed by Maya Knox. The Honkers just could not catch up with it. It's another point for the Jays. They climb within 4 at 20-16. And it'll send Brindley Kincaid back to our Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Great jump serve by Kincaid. Ray Jays have really improved that. Here is Maya Knox trying to drive it home and unable to bring it across the net. Point on the board for the Honkers. 21-16, the Honkers 4 points away from claiming set number 1. Long with the big swing from the left side, brought across by Santizo. Now on the Ray side, Avery Long goes with it too deep. It's out of bounds. Another point for Kenmare. 22-16 here in set number 1. And Strokeland serving. Set back to Maya Knox. She goes cross court. Strokeland there for the Honkers. Keeley puts it down with the kill for Krista Keeley, a freshman. We have a timeout on the board. 23-16, back to our producers.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
As we come back here, allows us to thank the Tioga Pirates Booster Club in Tioga, North Dakota. The Tioga Pirates Booster Club, supporters of the Williams County Firestorm, the Tioga Pirates, and the Northwest Stars, I believe, is a gymnastics club based out of Tioga. And also want to thank Faith Baptist Church up in Kenmare, North Dakota. Sunday school at 9:45. Worship service at 11 o'clock each Sunday. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter on board as the pastor, also the head coach of the Kenmare Bowbells Brook Central Honkers football team. They don't. (23-17). Ava Long finds the corner. Long with the kill for the Ray Jays. What's a point on the board? 23-18. Brooklyn Edwards tries to drive it home, but Santizo tips it across. Ray Jays tip it as well. Santizo from the left side, dug out there by Bothy. Now up front to Long, and Long, a diving Priya Crest, keeps it alive for the Honkers. Back and forth here, good volleys by both teams as the Honkers let the ball hit on the floor. Point on the board as the Ray Jays climb within 4. They're down 23-19 on your NCC scoreboard. And there is another point for the Ray Jays. 23-20. There is a service error, and it'll be set point for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. 24-20. Here is Crest with the serve. Dug out in the back row by Kincaid. Up front to Long. She pushes it across. Set by Ziltinger. And the ball goes off the arms of Abby Olson. That's the end of set number one. The Honkers take down the Ray Jays in set number one. 25-20. We'll step aside. We'll come back for our Bank of Tioga recap of set number one after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
Growing family. The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
Coming back to our Bank of Tioga set number one recap on the strength of 3 kills by Ann Strokeland, 2 kills by Taya Offworth. The Kenmare Bowbells Honkers take set number one, 25-20. As we're about ready to begin set number two, the Honkers, like we've mentioned in set number one, have got a 10-match winning streak and have yet to lose but one set in that 10-match streak. So they're ranked number 7 in the state of North Dakota for a reason, having gained a spot in the top 10 here this last week in the North Dakota Associated Press Sports Writers and Sports Broadcasters Association media poll, of which Game Day Media is a member, and are privileged to be able to provide that information to you. You can find out a lot on the North Dakota High School Activities Association website about different stories that are going on, as well as different media polls that are going on throughout the state, including volleyball and football in the fall, of course, girls and boys basketball in the winter season, and boy, that's coming up soon. But right now, we've got girls volleyball as Abby Olson with the first serve, and there's a kill by Taya Offworth as we begin set number 2. Big point on the board for the Honkers off the arms and spike of Taya Offworth, the junior for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. As the Ray Jays unable to catch up with that second hit. And just like that, the Honkers up to a 2-0 lead here in set number 2. Again, my name is Randy Peterson. I'm glad to have you with us here tonight as Long pushes it across. Up front, here's Strokeland with the kill. Her 4th of the night. We're having a little trouble with our instant replay tonight, so we want to give mention to RTC Networks, our instant replay sponsor, and they get a night off tonight. Not that we wanted to give a night off. We're just having a little technical difficulties with it right now. We'll get that fixed for Thursday night's action when the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers travel down to Tioga to take on the Pirates in District 16 action as well. Here's Knox with the kill for the Ray Jays. Big swing by Maya Knox. And it's 3-2. The Ray Jays down by 1 as Caden Sargent goes to the service line for the Ray Jays. Big serve from the southpaw, and there is an ace for Caden Sargent. 3-3 on your NCC scoreboard. Sargent again with the big swing and another one. She gets on a roll. She can do some damage and put up a lot of points. Proved that the last time she was on GameDay Media. Here's Santizo on another serve that's out of bounds on the return by Santizo, and just like that, the Ray Jays are up by 2 here in set number 2. On the outside, Strokeland goes off the block of Avery Larson. Larson doing her best to slow that down, but it goes off of her fingertips and out of bounds. Point for the Honkers. 5-4 as Taya Offworth puts the ball in play, and it's a service error for the junior Taya Offworth as Bria Crest, the libero, checks into the match wearing the white number 14 uniform for the Honkers. And immediately they go right at her. Brought across by Lautenschlager. Up front here is Long, and Long puts it down. And Long with the point for the Ray Jays off the block attempt by the Honkers. 7-4, the Jays up by 3. From the middle, as there's another kill by Ann Strokeland, her third of the set. She's got a total of 6 kills so far in the 2 sets so far. 7-5 as the serve goes back to the Honkers. It'll be Mackenzie Lotviet, the birthday girl here tonight. Up front, Maya Knox jousting at the net with Santizo. Santizo goes with the kill attempt, and it's going to be set up for Ava Long. She goes to the corner. Lotviet there. Keep it alive as Santizo brings it across. That kill attempt is too deep, and a point on the board for the Ray Jays. They're up by 3, 8-5 on your NCC scoreboard. We're broadcasting live from the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk here at Kurt Hoddenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. There's a miss hit by Ann Strokeland. Just like that, the Jays up again by 4, 9-5. To the net, there's the Ray Jays and the Honkers jousting for it, but Santizo goes wide left. And just like that, the Ray Jays are up by a handful, 10-5. Knox serves, tries to put it through the back wall. It's too deep. 10-6 is an easy point for the Honkers on the board. Stops the scoring streak for the Ray Jays as Ann Strokeland goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Pushed across. Here is kill attempt by Keeley, the freshman. As Long tries to bring it across, kept alive by the Ray Jays, but ball lands on the Ray side. A point on the board for Kenmare. 10-7 on your Tioga Medical Center scoreboard. Excuse me, your NCC scoreboard. As Strokeland is too deep on that service error. So an easy point as both teams give a point to each respective team as Avery Larson now goes back to serve for the Ray Jays. Where's number 1? Avery Larson is a junior for head coach Angie Kincaid. She goes with the jump serve as well. Brought across, and it's outside the boundary lines. Pushed across by number 9, Presley Zeltinger, but she's wide as another 5-point lead for the Ray Jays at 12-7. Up to Keeley. Caden Sargent. Goes up, Santizo brings it across, and well placed by Lilibeth Santizo on the last touch point by the senior outside hitter, Lilibeth Santizo. It's a 4-point lead as Bria Crest goes to serve. Brings it across, and there's an ace by Crest. Crest with a little mustard on that one. Put it in for the point as the Honkers get within 3 points. 12-9. There is another point. As the Ray Jays unable to put it to the front row. Gets the Honkers within 2, 12-10. Jump serve. Abby Olson keeps it alive. Brought across there by Kincaid on the free ball. Up front, pushed to the back row. Larson there for the Jays. Now here's Edwards going cross court through the arms of number 7, Mackenzie Lotveet. And that's a point on the board for the Ray Jays. They're now up by 3, 13-10. If you're following along on KTGO 1090 AM and 92.7 FM, glad to have you folks on board with us here tonight as well. There is a big swing by Taya Offworth. These girls are about 5'11", both Offworth and Strokeland. Santizo puts it down for the kill. Her first of the set. As Santizo cross court hit by Kincaid. Honkers have a hard time catching up with that one. Point for the Ray Jays. It'll be Brooklyn Edwards serving, the freshman for Ray. Leading down by 3. Good serve by the freshman, Brooklyn Edwards. Cross court off the arms of Brinley Kincaid as Kincaid puts it down. As Strokeland puts it down. Zeltinger goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Honkers up 1-0, claiming set number 1, 25-20. Knox with a big hit, blocked by the bigs in the front row. Offworth and Strokeland kept alive by the Jays. On the outside, pushed across by Kincaid. Now here's a set tipped over by Strokeland as Ray Jays bring it across. Sargent, there's a kill by Ann Strokeland, the 4th of this second set. As Zeltinger, Presley serves again. Where's a brace on the right knee? Kincaid pushes it across. On the outside, tapped over. Ray Jays try to keep it alive, and they do. Great hustle by Ray. Here's Strokeland finding that corner with another kill for the Honkers. And just like that, we're all tied up at 14-14. On your NCC scoreboard. And then just like that, the Ray Jays put a point on the board off the service error by the Honkers. They lead by 1 as Caden Sargent goes back with the serve. Sargent with the big serve. Serve received goes high. Crest brings it across with the reverse bump on the outside. The Ray Jays can't catch up with it. That's another point for Kenmare. And we're all tied up 15-15 on your NCC scoreboard. Taya Offworth, the junior for the Honkers, goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row, all tied up. Bothy digs it. Knox brings it across for Ray. Back set to Keeley, and Keeley with the kill for the Honkers. As the Honkers take a 1-point lead, 16-15. here in set number 2. There's another service error by the Honkers, and Tim Wallstrom not too worried about it. Got his arms crossed over there. We made mention of that last year. He was down and really didn't change. Doesn't get too fired up, doesn't get too fired down. Kill again by Ann Strokeland. Puts another point on the board for the Honkers. And they're up by 1, 17-16. As number 7, Mackenzie Lotveet, comes in to serve for Kenmare Bowbells. There's a misplay on the side of the Ray Jays. Another point for the Honkers. 18-16. Clips the net. Good serve. Goes up to the net, and it hits the antenna. Out of bounds. Another ace for Lotveet as we have a timeout on the floor. Your NCC score. It is the Honkers 19, the Ray Jays 16. Back to our studios.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
We come back out of the St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. The Honkers lead the Ray Jays 19-16. As the Ray Jays trying to break up the momentum that is held by the Honkers right now. Up front, here's Ava Long going cross court. Well placed on the kill by Ava Long, her second kill of the set. And it's 19-17. Maya Knox, the junior for the Ray Jays, goes back to serve. Short serve, a diving crest keeps it alive. Bumped across by Zeltinger. On the middle, it's Edwards trying to drive it through the bigs. Back over to Strokeland. She goes to the corner, dug out there by Bothy. Now a back set to Avery Long. She pushes it across. Here's a set up to Strokeland, and Strokeland puts it down again with another kill. Her 7th of the set. 2017. Kenmare Bowbells Honkers with a 3-point lead as Ann Strokeland goes back to serve from the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Here's Edwards, bring it across, blocked there by the freshman Trista Keeley on a block point for the Honkers, and the Honkers now 4 points away from claiming set number 2. Strokeland with the serve, pass to the front, pushed across by Larson. Back set to Keeley, and Keeley tries to go along the line, but it's just wide. And that point goes to the Ray Jays as the Honkers will sub in. It'll be Ann Strokeland checking out. Madeline Saylor checking in for Kenmare Bowbells as the Ray Jays with the serve, trailing by 3, 21-18. From the middle, Keeley tries to drive it home. Well dug out there by Abby Olson, but the Ray Jays unable to put the ball down as the Honkers get the serve back, leading by 4, 22-18. Kress with the jump serve herself, brings it across. Sargent unable to bring that one across. 23-18, the Honkers with the lead, needing 2 to claim set number 2. This best of 5 match. Crest up front, goes over. That is Kincaid bringing it across. Now here's a set from the middle as Offworth slowed down there by Edwards. As Sargent with the tap, brought across by Zeltinger. Now the Ray Jays with a chance. They go on the right side as Sargent tries to put it down. Back row, Avery Larson digs it out. Up front, it's going to be Abby Olson bringing it across from the libero position. Ray Jays continue to play as they unable to get that one across, went backwards on it, and set point for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. They're up 24-18. Bria Crest will serve for the set. Here's Brooklyn Edwards, slowed down, point on the board for the Ray Jays. 24-19 as Ava Long goes back to serve. Ava Long is a sophomore for the Ray Jays. Upset to Offworth, and Offworth. And there is a point, and the set goes to the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers off the kill of Taya Offworth. 25-19. We'll send it back to our studio. We'll come back with our Bank of Tioga recap of set number 2 after this timeout.
Located in Stanley, North Dakota, the mission of Montreal County Medical Center is to provide quality health care services to Montreal County and the surrounding area, and have done so since 1960. We are proud to be a part of Stanley's integrated health care system that includes our critical access hospital, nursing home, assisted living apartments, independent living apartments, and an aquatic center. To schedule an appointment with our great providers, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
In a world where every dollar counts, we believe in empowering you to do more with your money. At the Bank of Tioga, we help ignite prosperity for you and the communities we serve. Whether you're a family looking for personal financial solutions, a business seeking growth, or an agricultural entrepreneur with big dreams, we have the products and services to help you achieve your goals. Experience the power of partnership and visit your nearest location or explore our online services today. We ignite prosperity at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
As we come back to our Bank of Tioga recap of set number 2, on the strength of 7 kills by Ann Strokeland in set number 2, the Honkers continue their winning ways, defeating the Kenmare Bowbells, defeating the Ray Jays, 25-19. So the backs are up against the wall for the Ray Jays, as the Honkers looking to shut out the Ray Jays, as we look to Tioga Pirates Booster Club coming in as a strong supporter of GameDay Media. The Tioga Pirate Booster Club, supporters of the Tioga Pirates, the Williams County Firestorm, and the Northwest Stars gymnastics team. Want to wish Ava Wally all the best over at the state golf tournament this weekend down at the Fargo Country Club in Fargo, North Dakota. Best wishes to her from GameDay Media. We also want to thank the Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club. The Booster Club, strong supporters of the Ranchers and the Ray Powers Lake Outlaws, and glad to have them on board. We also have the Faith Baptist Church up in Kenmare, with Sunday school at 9:45, church services at 11 o'clock each and every Sunday. Pastor Mike Fraunfelter is the pastor up there, inviting you to join them for worship service on Sunday. We're underway with our Northwest Therapy start of our third set, as the first kill attempt goes wide and deep for the Honkers, and the Ray Jays with point number 1. Abby Olson now serves for the Ray Jays, clips the net, and it goes just outside the out of bounds line. So it's a service error for the Ray Jays as Ann Strokeland goes off for the Honkers to the Service Valley Dental Group servers row. Here's Sargent bringing it across with a reverse bump. I don't know if there's a technical name with it, but there is a kill by Ann Strokeland as the Honkers teed it up, and Ann Strokeland drove it down the middle of the fairway. 2-1. Offworth goes with the serve. Knox bumps it. Long pushes it, tries to push it across, but it's not hard enough. And the Ray Jays down by 2 in this third set. Unable to... there's a point for Taya Offworth off the service there. Ray Jays' backs are up against the wall. They're down 3-2 in set number 3. They're down 2-0 this best-of-5 matchup here from Kurt Hadenfield Court in Ray, North Dakota. Again, my name is Randy Peterson as the play-by-play guy for GameDay Media. Glad to have you watching tonight, wherever you may be. We appreciate all the support you can get. You can find us on our YouTube channel at GameDay Media ND, as well as on our Facebook page at GameDay Media. Make sure you subscribe. There's no cost to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Enable all the notifications. You'll get a little blip every time we go on the air. As well as like us on our Facebook channel, GameDay Media. Hey, there's a big kill by Ava Long for the Ray Jays. And that gets the game match, or the set all tied up at 4 apiece. And Brindley Kincaid, the sophomore for the Jays, goes back to serve. Strokeland brings it back into play. And the reverse bump by Lotbeat is wide and to the right. So the Ray Jays take the lead by 1 here in set number 3, 5-4. Jump serve by Kincaid is dug out by Strokeland. On the outside, Santizo with it. Kept alive, and there is the Ray Jays and Krista Keeley, the freshman, putting it down for a last touch point for the Honkers. Better get used to that name. She's a freshman. About the big's like about 5'10", 5'11". Starting for the number 7 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. Keeley with the kill for the Honkers, as the Honkers now take the lead 6-5. Kincaid runs it down. Knox brings it across, but it's wide and to the right. So another point going to the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, 7-5. Again, we're glad to have our listeners on KTGO 1090 AM and 92.7 FM. Flag Family Media Group based out of Fargo, North Dakota. And got a great mobile app. It's no charge to download that free mobile app. And your source for conservative talk show. Long brings it across. Pass to the front to Zeltinger. Zeltinger unable to keep it alive as they couldn't get Long off, or not Long, but Abby Olson off the floor quick enough. They were going back the wrong way. It's 9-5 in favor of the Honkers as Strokeland again serving here in set number 3. Brought across by Hickel, and Hickel with the last touch point finds that black hole as Gretchen Hickel, the senior, the lone senior for the Ray Jays. There's an ace by Maya Knox as no one touched it. She found that black hole as well. They're going there again. This time it's Honkers been able to dig it out. But Knox will bring it across with the free ball and hits the line from the back row. That is a point on the board for the Ray Jays. What a great play by Maya Knox. Gets the Ray Jays within one. They trail 9-8. Back row, there's an ace for Maya Knox, and we're all tied up at 9-9. There's a service error by Maya, and it's 10-9. The Honkers out on top by one. Rhea Kress goes with the jump serve, brings it across. Abby Olsen keeps it alive, brought across by Hickel from the middle. Up to the middle here is Offorth with the kill for the Honkers. Her first of set number 3. 11-9. We'll see these Honkers again on Thursday night down in Tioga. As we move our cameras down to Tioga, it'll be the Pirates and the Honkers doing battle. Also want to mention that GameDay Media has picked up the broadcast rights to broadcast the Region 8 volleyball tournament from the Well in Williston, North Dakota in November. And so we look forward to providing you coverage, and we're looking for additional help with that. So if you want to come on board as a business and help us with the broadcast, there is costs associated with that region tournament. I'd love to have you get a hold of us, and we can talk business and how we can promote your business as you help to promote our area athletes at the Region 8 girls volleyball tournament. There is called a lift against the Ray Jays, 13-10. As Lilibeth Santizo, a senior for the Honkers, goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. From the middle, Edwards tries to put it down, but there's Santizo digging it out. Lautenschlager slowed down at the net by the Ray Jays. A back set up to Sargent. Sargent goes along the line. Crest there for the Honkers. And there is Offorth with another kill for the Honkers. 14-10. Honkers starting to spread out the lead here at 4 points. Santizo with a Tioga Ace Hardware ace. That kill attempt by Sargent is too deep. They don't call a tip, and it's going to stay with a point. Abby Olsen's got to get across, and barely does. Kept alive there by the Ray Jays. Taya Offorth brings it across. Great play at the net here. Edwards goes to the corner. Good job by number 22. And that is Madison Saylor, and the point goes to the Honkers. Honkers now up by 7, 17-10. Here in set number 3 with a 2-0 set lead. They're going to take another point on the board, and just like that, we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. St. Luke's Medical Center timeout. The Honkers 18, the Ray Jays 10. Back after this quick timeout.
Tioga Medical Center has been providing quality health care to Northwest North Dakota patients. With a newly built clinic in Tioga, where primary care providers along with visiting specialists are caring for patients every day. Primary care clinics in Ray and Powers Lake also. Call for an appointment today at 701-664-3368. Tioga Medical Center. Great staff making a difference in the lives of patients every day.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate. providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
As we come back out of that St. Luke's Medical Center timeout, the Honkers up by 8, 18-10. As there's a block, last touch by the Honkers. So a point on the board for the Ray Jays. They're down 18-11. The Jays are, as Avery Larson goes back to the Souris Valley Dental Group servers row. Larson goes cross court with a low serve to the net. Up front, here's Offworth driving it home. Offworth with the kill. Offworth big here in set number 3. That's her third kill of the night. 19-11. As the Ray Jays unable to pass the ball up to the front row, and Kincaid unable to bring it across. So the Honkers are 5 points away from claiming set number 3 and a sweep of the Ray Jays. Kincaid blocked at the net by the bigs. That is Offworth and Strokeland with the double block and try to get it through those arms, those forearms. Man alive. Good luck. Another well-placed serve by the Honkers. 22-11. The Honkers have doubled up the Ray Jays here tonight in set number 3. Edwards goes cross court. Crest brings it across from the libero position. From the middle. Edwards puts it down. The freshman with the point for the Ray Jays. 22-12. Nicklin Edwards with the serve. Brought across by Crest. Now back on the Ray side. Up front, here's Maya Knock. Goes to the corner. Santizo puts it up in the lights, and it comes down. Lands on the Kenmare side. A point going to the Ray Jays. 22-13. The Jays with the point. There is to the corner. Santizo catches up with that free ball. Tipped across as Taya Offworth with a well-placed tip of her own. 23-13. Taya goes back to the server's row, but before that happens, she's going to get subbed out. It'll be number 1, Ava Barbeau, checking in. Another senior for the Honkers coming in to see some action here in set number 3. Needing 2 points to complete the sweep. Good serve off the bench right away as Knox brings it across. Sent to the front row as Keeley blocked at the net. There's a block point for Maya Knox. 23-14 as the Ray Jays get the serve back. It's Caden Sargent going back to serve for the Jays. There's a service point error for the Jays, and it'll be match point coming up for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers as Sailor Bothy checks in for the Ray Jays, and for the Honkers, it'll be Mackenzie Lotviet serving for the match, leading 24-14. There's a serve, it's in. Knox goes with the kill attempt. Knox puts it down for the kill for the Ray Jays here in set number 3. Jays get it back. Brindley, no room for error here for the Jays. Knuckleball comes across, good dig there by the Honkers. Barbeau. Up front, Strokeland puts it to the back row. Olsen there. Brought across. Barbeau up front to Little Beth Santizo. She goes too deep with it on the free ball, and it's a point on the board for the Jays. 24-16. Brindley Kincaid serving it again. Back set to Strokeland, blocked out of bounds. That is the set point, match point for the Kenmare Honkers. 25-16 as the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, the number 7 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, take down the Ray Jays 3-0. We'll be back with our head coach, Tim Wallstrom, and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after this quick timeout.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, the mission of Montreal County Medical Center is to provide quality health care services to Montreal County and the surrounding area, and have done so since 1960. We are proud to be a part of Stanley's integrated healthcare system that includes our critical access hospital, nursing home, assisted living apartments, independent living apartments, and an aquatic center. To schedule an appointment with our great providers, call us at 701-628-2505 or find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit murexpetroleum.com.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
And welcome back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show. I've been able to catch up with the winning head coach, Tim Wallstrom, the 37-year head coach for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. And Tim, a fun match down here at Kurt Hoddenfield Court in Ray. Just overpowered them a little bit. You have a good team.
Yeah, we do. We've got some good hitters and with a lot of experience. We've got a lot of seniors on our team. But I tell you what, they passed the ball well, and they kept us out of our system quite a bit. So.
Yeah, they got you down early on a little bit, and you guys found a way. Didn't get too shook at all, and your senior leadership on your team is just outstanding.
Yeah, it is. Most of those girls have been playing for a long time. 5 of them started last year, so it really helps a lot.
Well, as I looked at your schedule, I've noticed that this is your 11th match in a row, I believe, that you've won, and you've only given up one set in those 11 matches, according to the High School Activity Association website. That says a lot for your defense as well as your offense.
Yeah, we've been playing pretty well. Our defense is on and off. It depends on the day, but our offense is usually always there, so we're pretty happy with that.
Well, it's going to be fun to see you again on Thursday as you come back this side of the state again, a little bit west again, to take on the Tioga Pirates. What do you know about the Pirates?
Well, we did play them the first round of the Glenburn tournament, and we got them that night, but they got some height, and we're always concerned when we got height. Yeah.
Well, you got height of your own, and it's tough to get it through the bigs for Kenmare, as you did a just nice job tonight. Great win for the Honkers.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.
We're going to send it back to our studio. We'll come back with our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. That is Ann Stroklin, a senior for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, after this quick timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Our paths are rarely clear-cut. You may step out of bounds, or even out on your own. No matter what it looks like, your path is personal, and that's what makes it powerful. Bravera Bank, Insurance and Wealth.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today.
And as we come back to our DNL Paraffin postgame show, I've got our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. It's Ann Stroklin, a senior for the Honkers. And Ann, pretty good run you got going here for the Honkers. I don't think you've given up but one set to the South Prairie Max Royals in the last 11 matches that you've played. You guys are kind of on a roll right now as you come in as a number 7 ranked team in the state of North Dakota.
Yeah, we're definitely coming together now. The first couple weeks we were just finding our places, finding out where everybody can shine the best, and I think we're really finding that. So,
one of the things that we were kind of impressed with tonight was you got another big, just Keeley, and she's really gelling with the Honkers this year, coming in, playing with a bunch of seniors, giving her a lot of confidence as well.
Oh yeah, she's huge for us. She's got a big swing and she's got a really big block, so that helps us a lot.
Yeah, it just seems like you guys just reload. You graduate out a few, you get a few more in, and keep that Kenmare Bowbells Honkers team rolling, right?
Yeah, yep, for sure.
What do you know about Tioga coming up on this Thursday? I know you played them early on in the season, and you're coming back to Tioga, which will be airing on Game Day Media on Thursday night. What do you know about the Pirates?
We beat them in the Glenburn tournament, but we got to come with power. Anything could happen, so we got to make sure that we're on our game.
Well, this is our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game. It is Ann Stroklin of the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, little sister of Brenna Stroklin, playing for the Minot State Beavers right now. We'll send it back to our studio. We'll finish up here from Kurt Houghton Field Court in Ray, North Dakota, back after this timeout.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oilfield companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we come back here to Kurt Hadenfield Court, finishing up with our D&L Paraffin post-game show, it was the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, now the number 7 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, with a sweep of the Ray Jays here in District 16 volleyball action. First set went 25-20. Set number 2, 25-19. Set number 3 goes to the Honkers at 25-16. A 3-0 sweep of the Ray Jays. Leading the way for the Ray Jays with 11 kills was Ann Strokeland. Taya Offorth with 6 kills tonight. Maya Knox with 4 kills for the Ray Jays. Ava Long with 3. As far as aces go, Bria Crest had 2 for the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, and Maya Knox and Caden Sargent each with 2 kills, or 2 aces, for the Ray Jays. So that sets up Thursday night, our second featured match of the week. It'll be the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers traveling over to Tioga on Thursday night to take on the Pirates at Pirate Court. We'll go on the air around 6:30, 6:45. Hopefully we'll be on the air around 7:15 with our Northwest Therapy Services first serve. We'll finish up the week over in Stanley as the number 3 ranked team in 11A football, the Valva Drake Animus Garrison Aggies, travel over to Stanley to take on the Stanley Blue Jays. We'll go on with our Border Plains Equipment pregame show starting at 6:30, and our opening kickoff sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services at 7 o'clock on Friday night. On behalf of all of our sponsors who help make the broadcast of these games possible, thank you to all of our sponsors. If you have a chance, go out and support our sponsors. Give them a big thank you for providing some funding to help us do this here in Northwest North Dakota. Like I said, we got the tournament coming up for Region 8. If your business wants to come on board and help us put on that tournament for Region 8 over at the Well in Williston, get a hold of David Peterson or myself, Randy Peterson. We're glad to be able to help you promote your business as we try to promote our area athletes here in North Dakota. On behalf of my broadcast crew tonight, on the cameras tonight, James Myers and Owen Miller. My executive producer is David Peterson. My name's Randy Peterson. Once again, your final score, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers 3, the Ray Jays 0. Until Thursday night, folks, have a great evening. We'll see you on Thursday. Good night.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, TNT Measurements Incorporated, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media,